job-wise. Like, I think this is a phenomenal thing for the pro wrestling business, especially considering where we were at with the pandemic, 3 years ago?
This is the word to go, yo.
Hello, all you gorgeous people. Oh, hey, gorgeous friends. You looking for gorgeous?
There you are.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes, that is a hashtag. Thanks for asking. We are so happy to have you here. We are live here in GAW TV Universe. It's our favorite night of the week, Wednesday night. And we have a few questions to ask you guys, if you wouldn't mind, before we start the festivities. So, do us a favor. Like this video. Give us that thumbs up. Boom, boom. Very important.
Yes.
Do us a big favor and subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe as well. And last but not least, click that bell icon. Give it a little ring-a-ding.
Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong. Keep the heads ringing.
You have to.
Yes. Wow.
By that, you're enabling notifications.
Lisa, do you like that?
Yes.
I do. That's old school.
A little serenading. Because if you click that bell icon, then you're notified when we're going to another episode. You don't want to miss it. Do all those things, and welcome to the show. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
So good to see you.
Hello. Happy Wednesday to you guys. Oh my gosh. And all to you live chatters on the side or below or above. I don't know what kind of computer you have, but thank you for joining our live chat. And don't forget our YouTube membership. You get the juicy filter and all the extra hottie toddies and just topics that, are not included in our show. So there's a lot of goodies in there.
Yeah, all the behind the scenes action.
All of it, the flubs and everything. trips and everything.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Silliness. A lot of silliness.
Yeah.
Silly.
That's what
Speaking
we're here
of trips, I hope everyone's taken a trip to the beach lately. And while they were at it, I hope they were playing my song and adding it to their very favorite beach playlist. I have to say, I know we didn't really celebrate last week, but I'm so grateful for everyone, who shared, who downloaded, who streamed, my song was on the iTunes front list for 2 days straight. And it's been a long time since it's done that on the new releases.
That's huge, Mickie.
Please keep sharing it and downloading it and, all the things. I'm getting ready to go. I'm trying to plan the music video for it too. So I'm like, I gotta shoot
Listen,
music
if this
video
is
before
your
the
way of
summer's
asking
over.
us to be sand covered and bikini clad for your music video, we accept.
Oh, I love this idea. We'll get some fishnet, but not like fishnets, but real fishnet, and we'll roll around in it like somebody caught us in the sea.
While eating fish and chips, just in there.
Everything.
Yeah. Oyster tops. I love it.
I think already, Val already did this because she just did a bikini shoot. I just saw on my Instagram for OnlyFans. So she already has been celebrating. Rolling in the sand.
All summer long.
I have.
That's right.
It's not summer without my Mickie James new single available for download.
Little Sandbar Sunsets. Go on and get it.
Get down with the download.
Get down with the download. Val. Genius.
And honestly, Mickie, it is the ultimate summer anthem. By the way, I thought the ultimate gay summer anthem was Padam Padam, and it is. But yours, I think, is our ultimate overall anthem.
Everyone.
See it, Kylie. Nice try, Kylie. No.
Get out of here, Kylie.
Get out of here with your
I'm really excited. We talk about Wednesdays being our favorite day of the week because we're here every Wednesday, and we're here in the live chat. And that's one of my favorite parts of the show is the live chat. But also on Wednesdays, I do Busted Open in the morning. You all know that. And out of Busted Open, I was able to meet and get to know and love this lovely lady who is also now she's doing stuff with Maria's Women's Wrestling Army.
Yay.
And she is a radio personality extraordinaire. And she is a massive, massive wrestling fan. And one who I thought, we don't talk AEW on the show a lot. We've not had a whole lot of AEW guests and, just with the timing and lineup and stuff. And obviously every Wednesday after our show, there is an AEW show on. And there's a big pay-per-view coming to London. Which, Val, I will see you there because I know you have a Progress show. I have Rev Pro.
Yep.
And we are going to do London Right the night before. So excited. But I can't wait to kind of run down this pay-per-view and do like our first ever AEW big exclusive kind of episode, if you will. Crazy. Here we are.
We're all elite, you guys. We're all elite.
All elite.
The elitist, if you will.
I'm very elitist. I've been called
Elitist. Elitist. Stop. Why isn't this on a t-shirt?
I don't know.
I know.
Be Galit.
Listen, TK, you better get on that.
Come on.
With your fluffy hair.
I'm printing money for you right now. I'm just printing it.
Yeah.
Get involved. Get involved.
Oh my God. Okay, before we go on a rampage, because if you're here with us every week, we can go a little bit cray-cray. I want to welcome in Miss Gabby LaSpisa.
Yes.
Mwah, mwah.
You just said go on a rampage. That was an AEW pun. You didn't even mean it.
I didn't even mean it.
Oh, you knew it. Oh, you're so good.
Let's welcome. I didn't know it.
Hashtag Gabby. Let's get her in.
Here she is.
Oh my God. GAWD God.
Oh my gosh.
I am so happy to see your face. You look amazing. What is this? Chartreuse? What is it?
I don't know.
What are you doing over there?
I miss you guys so much. It's like annoying.
Miss you. We love you so much.
I miss you too.
Listen, now all the fans are so thrilled to have you here. We're going to talk AEW. We're going to talk absolute profesh stuff.
Yeah.
But let's get down to the nitty gritty. First of all, we miss you. We love you. You look amazing. Who are you wearing? What are you drinking, Gabs? Hashtag GAW-TV Gabby, go.
I'm not wearing anyone of significance. This is like my little crop top. I'm not going to get up because I'm wearing tight leggings and I look like a little string bean, but I'm wearing neon green because it's summertime and like, why not? And I just wanted to show up that I'm a little tan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a nice little glow going.
A little sun-kissed.
Yeah. I mean, oh my gosh. By the way, Mickie, your lipstick is amazing. I'm a big fan.
I was thinking I like the darker.
I can't stop looking at it and it's distracting me.
Yeah. She never does dark lipstick.
I know it's sorry. This is gonna be a weird thing, but because it's gone, we just can say whatever we want. It's funny.
Yes.
Mickie, you know my best friend Erin, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna kill me. So Erin was around Impact for a long time, and she recently, I was hanging out with her, and she goes, I said, I love Mickie, but she goes, I love Mickie too. And she goes, when I'm around Mickie, she's gonna kill me.
Oh no. She
goes, I can't stop looking at her chest. She has the most gorgeous bosom in the world. And I was like, wow. You too.
They're pretty nice.
It's so good. And I was like, she goes, I feel like a perv. When Mickey's talking to me, I'm just like, I was like, oh my God. So I just called Erin out on the show live. And I hope
oh my God, she's going to kill you. Thanks, Erin, though. I appreciate
it. Mickie, they're so good. You have such a gorgeous figure that it's like, and she does I always say like Mickie does like silly gestures. And I'm like, but she still looks hot somehow. It's actually really irritating.
It makes her hotter that she's like weird.
I don't even know.
We're all a little weird. Like when I do the scooch across the floor, that's fun. That's fun.
Somehow really sexy and odd. Okay, Erin bashing aside, but Gabby equally as gorgeous. So you're tan, you're wearing lime green, your makeup looks beautiful.
Chartreuse. Is it a chartreuse?
I don't know what that means, Mickie. Is that a brand?
No, it's a color. It's a color. But Val would know if I'm saying if it's the right color or not. But I feel like that color,
neon,
yellow, like a neon limey. But chartreuse is like a yellowy green, so it makes sense.
I've never heard of that.
Like, you've ever heard of someone is chartreuse with envy? It's like saying green with envy, but it's like a very bougie bitch way of saying.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like
but with a little yellow bellied involved, you know.
I say like this is like a lime, like a kiwi, like a lime green neon.
The lime and the coconut.
You got to stand out, or what's the point of living? You know what I mean?
Right. Totally.
I'm drinking out of the same cup as last time. It's my Penn State cup because I love it. This is the same cup that I had last time on the show. It's mine. And it's tequila, water, lime.
Look at you.
That's your drink.
It's my drink now because I was losing weight, so I don't really do the soda anymore. I gotta just do water.
Soda's
boring.
Yeah,
it's boring, but it's delicious. If it's good tequila, it's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Now, is it the Rocks tequila? What kind of tequila is it?
No, Casamigos is my fave.
That's my housewife's choice. Yeah,
by far. Terramana, we had it one time, and it's good. I would say.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite. It's up there, but not my
Ladies,
favorite.
have you had, let's go around the board here. Serious question. Have you all had Terramana before?
We've had it on our show, Val.
I didn't have it.
Remember? Oh,
I
it was
didn't have
for
it, though.
Cinco de Mayo. I did.
She had too much. She already forgot that she had it. No,
Yeah, that's how good it was.
Yeah.
I didn't have it until I was at my local watering hole in Orlando, Florida. I did a shot. It was very smooth. And I say that because, tequila can be very like, oh, bitter. And it was like, it wasn't bad. Either that or it didn't have a horrible high tolerance.
Did you have the white or the gold?
It was it wasn't gold. It was the silvery white. Yeah.
I heard the gold is better. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Tasted like success and muscles. That's what I'm assuming it should taste like.
You feel like The Rock when you drink a lot of it. That's the thing. Like I've learned about Terramana. Like I can like break through walls if I drink enough of it. Like The Rock effect.
I'm suddenly more charismatic and people want to give me business deals and money. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I cut promos at the bar.
Fine.
I don't even care.
When I drank it, I didn't have to shave.
You didn't? Dude, this is magic sauce. Hey, thanks, DJ. I'm rambling. Ladies, what are you drinking and wearing?
So funny. Oh, I'll go next. I'm sure I've worn this top before. It's my little bird. Little
your bird
thing. And my
your free bird.
From Lulu.
Those are nice.
Those are beautiful. Are they pink?
Yeah, they're like a little pink. It's meant to be like a little tooth or something. And I put some lips on today for you. Although, you know what, this color, I don't know what the brand of it is, but it's really matte. And it's like, we've had this conversation. I like a good gloss.
Same.
I like gloss, and it seems a bit matte for me.
Yeah.
And then one of my anymore.
Pineapple Ace, gluten-free, vegan apple cider.
What?
Wow.
Is there alcohol involved?
5%.
Oh, you better calm down.
Whoa.
You better chill out. I don't need you drunk by the end.
Easy
okay? We're not gonna know what you're talking about.
Gabby's like, let's settle down.
Wild. Oh, and I even popped some popcorn because I thought this episode might be fun.
Because it's going to be good that you're going to need the popcorn. We're going to be talking a lot.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Okay. Lisa, I love that you're rocking the leopard. I have to say, Lisa, I love you in red and black. Those are your signatures, but I also really love you in leopard. I think it's really complimentary with your skin tone and your hair. And,
Thank you. I did it because Gabby loves cougar print or leopard print too.
That's a Jersey thing.
It's a Jersey thing. So I did it purposely. I'm just wearing glasses. I'm wearing shorts. I'm not going to even stand up. But I am drinking out of this new tumbler I got. Dawn. And
wow,
that's so fun. You guys. Look at it.
Look at it.
Can
look
we
at it
spin. These? I love
it.
Those.
It spins by itself.
No, she just it spins by itself. She made this for me, and I go, oh my gosh! And I go, people are going to want to order this, so the link is going to be below. Her name's Dawn. I did a signing with this company, Southern Wrestling Autograph, at a show in Charlotte. And she had this. Everybody was coming by. Is that for sale? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it off the table because someone's going to snatch this thing.
It. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I am drinking. You guys, I have so much to do. And I got some filming to do tomorrow. And then I fly out Thursday again. But yes, Hardcore Cafe, Tommy.
Yeah, you are Tommy.
It's so good. I've had it.
Is it yummy?
It's very good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
We'll put the link for that in the description too. Tommy Dreamer, Dream Machine, the innovator of violence and the coffee bean, apparently.
He's really violent until he hasn't had his coffee. I think that's what
exactly.
That's
and then we were downstairs talking in the lobby, and we were talking. There was a lot of fans down there, and he goes, "Hey, Victoria, I brought your coffee for you." And I thought it was lingo, like he has to tell me a secret. And I go, "What?" And he goes, "I brought the coffee. You told me to bring you coffee." And I go. And I pull aside and he goes, "Oh, your coffee." And he goes, "What'd you think I said?" I go, "I thought it was lingo that you need to tell me a secret or don't mention a certain something around a certain somebody."
Hey, babe, is now coffee.
Kiss it. Yes. Go for a coffee.
Yes.
It's a Tommy thing.
Yeah, again, I got to go to I watched him do a wrestling match, and of course I ran up from the back and high five and hugged him. And he goes, "You're a mark." And I go, I'm a mark. Yes. But anyways, yes, I had a good time.
We're all marks. We're all Mizarks. I will tell you guys that I have been waiting to wear this robe. I believe it's from Nasty Gal. It's a money print robe, right? So it's like literally dollar bills, y'all. It's hilarious. And I just thought it was hysterical. I love money print stuff. I did a money print shoot in a dress that I wore on Impact Wrestling years ago. And I loved the shoot, except for I had a dollar sign and it was backwards. And I will never look at that. I'm like, it was such an, one of those pet peeves. It was so annoying, but this is a fun robe. I am drinking, it reminds me of yours, Lisa, out of a tumbler that is a Dresselmania. This is Dresselmania 2.
Yeah, it is.
It's vintage at this point, you guys.
It is.
The
Collector's item, because there was
only two. Yep.
Wasn't it only a couple made? It was only for the people who donated and the extra. Yeah.
It's collector's item. By the way, speaking of items that you might want to be intrigued to buy, Mickie is displaying behind her the official GAW TV pillow. It also comes in purple. Ooh. I have one myself, and the story is floating below this episode on YouTube. Take a look, but yes,
look at that squish.
Store has a lot of fun stuff. Yes,
I wish it had like a walkie-talkie that every time I talk into it, it goes to you guys. Like, hi, I miss you. I'm laying down, about to go to sleep on the pillow.
Oh, it's fun to sleep with the ladies of GAW TV. Wait, that's weird. I made it creepy.
Whoa, that's fun.
A lot of fantasies rolled up in one.
I always make it creepy.
Put our little faces on it.
Put your face on GAW TV.
Well, Mickie, we could sleep next to each other every night.
So
just put my look, and they could come in like a little set of 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Right.
That's the kind of threesome I want.
All the cuddles. And I'm just, and inside the Dresselmania cups, a little vodka soda, just, with a little splash of cran. It's nothing exciting. But I will ask, Gabby, let's start things off by, first of all, how are you doing? What's new? Tell us everything. Yeah. Tell us where to follow you. We're going to put all of your links below. What's up? Yes, spill the tea.
Oh my gosh, guys, there's a lot of tea. It's piping and it's hot, but that's why I'm here. I've been good. I literally, okay, so you could follow me on all the same stuff. I'll get that out of the way because I hate talking about that. So all my Twitter, Instagram, it's all the same. Gab LaSpisa, GAB-LASPISA. That is my name. So it makes a lot of sense. I'm also on Brand Army at brandarmy.com/Gabby LaSpisa. Definitely do that because I just dropped some new stuff the other day and it's great. I'm just saying for myself. I think I look great and I think it was a good shoot and I put some new stuff. So definitely go check it out. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I lost 40 pounds, probably not since you guys have seen me, but like
such a gorgeous figure anyway. What are you losing?
I know.
Well, the thing
is,
well, obviously I was laid off from Busted Open. So you do have a lot of time on your hands when you're not slaving away as a producer for like 18 hours a day, doing a million things. And you're like, wow, I can wake up in the morning and like go to the gym and go on walks and hike and like do all these cool things. And it's when you're in like a healthy mindset of just like kind of not around toxic things and a lot of stress, it's amazing what you could do for your body and like your mind and like all those kinds of things.
I did mention that I had a money robe on, right? So speaking of all of these dollar bills and money, can we talk about the fact that AEW is going all elite all the way across the pond in London and talk about money? When this first was announced, and Gabby, we want your professional opinion because this is blown out of like crazy proportion in a good way. We're all thrilled about it. It's great for wrestling, but we're talking about money, right? When this was first announced, it was like, I think 65,000 tickets sold or something. And I was hosting Monopoly events for the love of wrestling. And I had some AEW people there. And I said on a previous show to the ladies, I was like, with all due respect to like, all of the ex-WWF, WWE guys that were there, the AEW crowds for the panels that I was hosting were so out of control, crowded, busy. They were the loudest. And everyone that we said, in the panel, who's got their tickets for London, Wembley show? Everyone's hand shot up, right? Everyone was going.
Oh, wow.
The amount of tickets that they sold, hello, dollar bills, was like 65,000 or so at that point. Then it went to 77,000. Now I think there were around 80,000+
Crazy.
For London at not Wembley Arena, by the way, which I haven't announced that. We're talking Wembley Stadium. This is the site of SummerSlam 92. This is the biggest shock in wrestling in ages.
This is only good. I think that this is a monumental thing, in my opinion. I can't even talk about how much I love MJF and Adam Cole because it's been one of my favorite things that's happened this year is the pairing of them and like the whole journey of their tag team, their friendship to now. I just think it's awesome and it's so entertaining. And like, that's what I love is when it entertains me because then I'm excited to see what's next. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But it's great. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I wish I could go.
Yeah. I'll be honest. When they first announced that they were doing the stadium, I was like, I remember asking Nick, I go, how many people does that sit? And he was like, because at first I go, oh, Wembley Arena, that'll be good because Impact ran Wembley Arena over there. And what do they seat? Like 11,000 maybe?
Something
so
like that.
I thought they were doing that. I was like, oh, that's awesome. That'll be great. And then he said, no, babe, it's a stadium. And I'm like, oh, well, how many people does that seat? And he goes, I think like 80,000. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, he goes, you think it'll fill? And I go, I don't know. I said, no, I didn't think so. I was like, they'll probably do, because we were just making a wild guess. Like, what do you think they'll sell? I was like, I guess they'll probably do about 30,000, like 30,000, 40,000 would be a massive win. I think that would be great. That'd be awesome. And then out of nowhere, like then you see it hit that number and then it keeps going. And then the last time when, like Val said, it was up to 60 some thousand. And now I think it's up to 78,000.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's more than WrestleMania 3.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's talk about the fact that MJF and Adam Cole. So for example, Adam Cole is what I always describe as the ultimate wrestler, the total package. He ticks every single box, looks the part, professional, great to the fans, a lovely human being, great in the ring, great on the mic. I love Adam Cole. MJF too. So there's a funny story with MJF. I don't know if I've told on the show before. I don't think I have. So he was at For the Love of Wrestling. I think it was the one you guys were on. And I interviewed JBL. JBL was the one that you guys were on, right? Must have been. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm sitting there.
He was there on one of the ones that we did.
And that was definitely
that one. Yeah, that's the one that we did.
And I don't know MJF. I can't say that I've worked with him. I have no idea.
I don't know him that well either.
O'Donnell interview. He's adorable, but I don't know. So I said, and there were fans around, whatever. I said, oh my God. I said, MJF, I just interviewed JBL. And he just kind of stopped and like looked at me kind of like with this kind of look like, who are you? I said, I just interviewed JBL and he had some great things to say about you. And he goes, who? And I go, JBL. And he goes, okay, what did he say? And I go, well, yeah, he said you were so great and you're such a great character, whatever. And he goes, oh, was he drunk? Walked away. And I was like, oh, damn, this guy's like.
But isn't MJF always in character, like at public signings? Yes, like he's kind of an asshole.
That was awesome.
So
damn. I was like, he is, out of all the flavors, he is salty.
But it's almost like, I feel like this like way about MJF now in like this angle with Adam Cole, like kind of makes him lovable because you're seeing like the more fun, like I think when they go to the gym together, when they're doing all those little things and he's like, yeah, bro, like I'm so excited. Like you can't, like I used to hate him. Like I don't hate him anymore because I'm like, he's so good. It's like annoying and he's so entertaining. It's like annoying.
He fights with children, right? He like fights with fans and he fights.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It's funny. Like it's funny to me now. Like maybe because I don't have a kid and it's not my child. So like, I think it's kind of funny, but like, I just think I'm excited to see the payoff of it, you know, at the end, because he cannot be this lovable guy forever, right? It's not I don't know if this friendship's going to last because now they love each other so much. And, you know, you have the angle of like Roderick, who's like, Adam, what are you doing? Like, I'm your friend.
That's his best friend. Yeah.
That's his best friend. So it's like, I'm interested in how they're going to take that and like, you know, the finish and what's going to happen. I think MJF has to retain, in my opinion.
Ooh, controversial, Gabby. Gabby's dropping the guarantees here.
I think that Gabby guaranteed. I just think there's too much with Punk now being back. I think there's a lot still that MJF needs to do for his title run that he hasn't, you know, kind of gotten to yet with a lot of circumstances that have happened while he was champion. And while he's been great as a champion, I don't want to see it end just yet. And I think the way maybe All In will end with their match or something will happen, it'll just continue their feud because they're not feuding, you know, they're just having the match because MJF was nice enough to give him the match, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's not a fun way for Adam Cole's going to win and then MJF's going to attack him. Like, who cares anymore? Because if that happens, MJF's not the champion. So why would Adam Cole be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you another match. Like, I don't think that would make sense in the story. That's just my opinion.
So can I ask a very professional wrestling opinion for you, Gabby, who is an avid AEW scholar? Real quick, why is CM Punk so angry?
Oh man, I don't know, man. Who knows? I wish I could answer why people. Do you mean Phil or do you mean CM Punk? No, I'm just kidding.
I think they're both Phil of it. I think they're both. He did tell me one time, this is a GAW TV exclusive. He did tell me that his mother did not allow him to have sugar cereal as a child. And I said, I think you need some sugar cereal in your veins and in your heart and in your dreams. Maybe go to Disney, give Tigger a hug.
You think he's hangry?
Dial down the anger just a bit. Just my opinion.
It could be hangry. The only time I'm ever angry is like when I'm starving and someone's like, Gabby, eat a burger. Like, you're annoying.
Dude,
like,
maybe he's just hungry. Oh, that's so sad.
First of all, I'm always hungry. Like, it's not if I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. Like, people will be like, are you hungry? I'm like, I could eat. That's what I always say because I can eat.
Yes, me too.
Oh, hangry Punk.
I could eat.
Now.
I could just eat a 5-course meal and they'd be like an hour later, someone would be like, you want to like go get something with me? I'm like, yeah, like what am I going to do? I don't know if it's because I'm Italian. I don't know.
In his life. I mean, honestly, Punk and we're talking Punk Omega. We're talking different people that you're wanting to see. I'm half joking about the Punk thing, but what are you wanting to see from this pay-per-view? Who are you wanting to see in the London? Obviously, I want to see like Jay Lethal. I want to see, there's some people I want to see over here. Right. But what are you hoping to see, Punk aside or Punk included, as far as feuds being, scores being settled in Wembley Stadium? What are you thinking? I
mean, I'll tell you the people that I think need to be big players in the pay-per-view for people to like be more excited about it. Punk has to be involved in some way. Mm-hmm. Love him or hate him, he draws a crowd and it's just is what it is. I like an angry Punk. I think he's kind of funny. Like, I think it's
version. He's hungry though. We just established this. It's great.
That's what it is. Yeah. And like, he's still CM Punk at the end of the day. Like, it just, like you a big pay-per-view like that, I don't see him sitting on the sideline. I think that's got to be someone involved. Right. I think, of course, you need an Omega involved 100,000%. Yeah. If Chris Jericho's not involved, I'm going to be less interested because to me, Chris Jericho has carried as the most constant face of AEW. And I've gone into these arguments before because a lot of people say Moxley, a lot of people want to say this person, whatever, I agree. Listen, I think it's Chris Jericho. I think the amount of talent that Chris Jericho has worked with, young talent, older talent, feuds, people he's brought up, like he does everything. He's been in entertaining spots. He's been in serious spots. He's a heel. He's a good guy. You're singing his song when there's nothing playing. Like, that's just, to me, there's no one more over in that can carry something like that. I would love to see him in a feud. I mean, they had the whole thing with him and Sting. Like, that could be insane.
Oh my God.
Because that's never.
Mickie, if I can have you guys chime in. So Gabby, I'm totally agreeing with you. I'm echoing your sentiments. Chris Jericho doesn't just do everything. Chris Jericho does everything well. And I've heard him on commentary and I'm like, oh my God, I wish Jericho, he's too good. He's so good at everything that I'm like, I wish he would just stick to commentary, but then he wouldn't wrestle, but then he wouldn't cut a promo. He's so good at everything. And especially being a commentary person, I'm like, oh my God, he's so amazing. But Mickie and Lisa, are you surprised to hear? Because I'm surprised to hear that any fan in the universe would think that anyone but Jericho. I would also put Cody into this, by the way, who I love. Cody. The classiest dude in wrestling, like ever, in my opinion. Cody and Jericho, to me, are the two that I would say, if we're going to generalize the success of AEW, I would say Cody, Jericho. Lisa and Mickie, what are your thoughts? Lisa, let's go.
I just watched the American Nightmare. I just watched that documentary on that, and can I just say, I have a whole new respect for him, and I'm so sorry for cheering against you when you were going against Roman Reigns. I wish I watched.
Oh, you really were, Lisa.
I was.
She was the only one.
We have evidence from Wrestle Tours at the Mania party. You were not on Cody's side. Don't you even pretend that you were.
I was not, but I
touring it up with your Roman Reigns.
I said if I would have watched the American Nightmare prior to this match, I would have been Cody Rhodes 100%. You guys got to watch that documentary. It changed my whole view and what he's gone through and just going through all these different companies and just sticking to his guns. I don't want to do this. I quit. I'll be freelance. And something comes, but it was, I don't want to stooge off the whole documentary, but the respect level of him and him talking about his dad and what he went through. You got to watch it. You're gonna be a Cody Rhodes fan.
Were you with me, Lisa, at the show? So I I don't think you were sitting on the other side. When he came out at Mania, Gabby, you were there. Thank you to Wrestle Tours. We were there all experiencing with the fans, the Wrestle Tours and Progress Wrestling fans. He came out and like, I'm such a sap, but he came out in this amazing, you know, all the fanfare. I love an entrance. That's me. But he went up to Brandy and he kissed that.
Yeah. I saw you crying. Yeah.
And I was a mess. I looked at my husband and I was like, oh my God, that baby. And like, she hugged him. I was like, I can't, I'm done.
She's one of the most beautiful babies
Mickie,
I've ever seen in my life, by the way, because they're both such beautiful people and they made a beautiful child.
It's
like insane. It's like really not fair to the world. That's just a side note.
It's upsetting. Yeah. It's upsetting.
I was just chuckling because Val is going to start crying about the WrestleMania entrance where Cody.
She's crying.
I love it. We love wrestling so much. No, I don't. I probably still would have cheered for Roman. No, I love Cody. I think he's amazing.
But I'm sorry, Roman Reigns. You know he's watching this, Roman Reigns. Listen, if I had a picnic blanket, I would invite him on a, you know, a nice charcuterie board.
A nice charcuterie board.
You know? Some olives.
I would invite him for a lot of things if he was listening and open to an invitation. It wouldn't be a charcuterie board.
Listen to that.
It wouldn't be.
There's even men that think like Roman Reigns is this drop dead gorgeous. We watched that American Nightmare. It was David's idea to watch it. And I'm like, he's not even a wrestling fan. And he goes, I do have to admit that Roman Reigns, he's a handsome fella. He goes, my God.
Handsome fella.
He's a hot, handsome dude. And I go, you got to see him in person. You kind of look, you're like,
it's not real. It's sickening. It's sick. Nice. I'm getting distracted because I don't know if it's just got hot in here. I need a fan from Roman Reigns. But Mickie James, your thoughts on Jericho and Cody and the AEW again? I think it's interesting because I'm glad you brought that up, Gabby. Because again, I'm interested to see why people would say that AEW is, say, Moxley's brand or a Punk brand. To me, it's a Jericho Cody baby.
I definitely agree with the fact that the success was built off the heels of, you know, Cody's story of Jericho and obviously the Young Bucks and then Kenny and like all of that is true. But I think that's causes like this weird division where people go, no, it's the Young Bucks and it's Kenny. You know, or it's like, but I think that, and Moxley came in a little bit later, you know, so it's like people have come in and Punk just came back. So it's say like, oh, the success is strictly for that, where, you know, Chris was there. Jericho was there.
No, Mickie, you know him. You're allowed to do that. You're not
okay. But you know, he was there the whole time, and you're right. He's done like literally everything, and he's so damn entertaining. I think it's just because he's so funny. I was gonna say, oh, it's, you know what it is. It's one of those Canadian things. They just got to be great at everything.
They're just good at everything. But Gabby, just having your AEW prowess while we have you here. Who else do you think in AEW is sort of, I hate the word underrated, but who else do you think, you know, deserves more of the spotlight in AEW that maybe they're not getting that sort of feature right now?
The chants for Wardlow when I would be in attendance at the shows were massive. Yeah. And he's a huge guy. He takes care of himself. He'd always talk about his diet. Like he's very, very focused on wrestling. Yeah. So I want to see him back in the big picture.
You know why?
Hobbs,
they cut his hair.
What'd you say?
It's because they cut his hair.
Was that his source of power?
No, he lost his power.
Yeah, I think the hair was I think it was when he explained why his hair was important, and then they cut it. I felt like that made you more emotionally like invested in him, because it was like about his dad and that kind of thing. So like I almost thought the story of that was great. Another person is like a Hobbs.
I was just playing. Yeah,
I know you are. I think Powerhouse Hobbs is another person who's dramatically changed his look, his intensity of like who he was. If you look at what he was when he first started in AEW to like his body and what he looks like now, he's put in serious commitment and he's really, really like grown a lot. And like I said, like that's big boys. Like maybe that's just me and I like to see like big boy brawls. I kind of like that.
Right. Yeah.
I do too.
I love Chris Statlander. I'm so happy she's back and she's the champion right now, but I want to see more on her run because she just had a great match against Mercedes Martinez, which was awesome. And
I love, yay.
Yeah.
We have her on the show, guys. Mercedes is so lovely. Yeah.
Yes, she's lovely.
What a sweetheart.
And so I really want to see a big feud for Chris Statlander with someone else that's big in the company, because there's not really there hasn't really been. Jade killed it as the TBS champion. I think you had her.
Let me ask you this, Gabby,
yes.
now that you're on this, because I would like to get your opinion on this. How did you, and I know we're so far removed from this now, but Jade was on such an incredible run.
Yeah.
How did you feel when Chris came back and won and beat Jade? Like, and she was the first person to kind of beat Jade, and then you haven't really seen Jade, and now Chris has done great or whatever, but how did you feel about that transition now? And do you think even going into All In, like she's, you know, killing it on the same level that Jade was doing?
Right. I think the momentum is a little bit slower, I will say, because you had Jade, who was this humongous powerhouse. You know, I've met Jade in person. She's one of the most stunning human beings I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's almost intimidating. And I mean, that's all to her. She works very, very hard. So that's an amazing thing. I think the story with Jade, she had her baddies. You started that whole thing and it was, you know, growing, and she was undefeated. I think it made sense for, if she was going to lose to Chris, because I think the response when she came back off her injury was huge. Chris is very loved by the AEW fan base, and she deserves to be. I think she's really, really great, and I love her whole angle, and I like her character, and she works her ass off, and she puts out good matches. I want to see the momentum pick up a little bit for her. I want her to be in bigger matches with bigger people in AEW building up to All In, because I don't see a huge rivalry for her where I'm going to be like, that's a match I have to sit down and watch.
Yeah. Who do you see in the women's division? Because that's kind of like the one thing where I go, it's like, you know what I really love is what Toni Storm is doing right now.
Oh,
yeah.
For that whole like 50s kind of distressed starlet kind of. It was the last promo I saw she did was incredible. It was awesome. Yeah. And I'm a big Toni Storm fan anyway, but I also am a huge, y'all know, I love storylines and I love characters and like real character development and stuff and that whole thing. And I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be so fun. Yeah. It's going to be so great just as she's tapping. I'm like, I love this.
And she's so great. Toni is so polished and she's been a star since she, you know, debuted.
100%. 100%. Yeah. And her work, and I think she's a great worker. I love her matches. She's super entertaining. And like now you have Shida as champion, which I think is kind of interesting because I want to know what they're going to do with this moving forward to All In, because you now have a short little time frame to build a feud, to make a story happen with Shida, whoever you're going to have her up against as champion. Yeah. So how are we going to go about this? Like, I'm more interested and intrigued by it. You have a deep depth of roster and talent, especially with women. And I'm just waiting for those like very, very impactful storylines to build. And it takes time. I'm not one of those where it's like, this is stupid, I already hate it. Like, I don't like that because I think good things need to simmer. It's like making pasta. You know what I mean? Like that's... I'll compare it simmer, baby.
It came back to the Italian cuisine. Because the payoff, that's good though, Gabby. If you don't know, that means that they're keeping you on your toes, and they're not. It's not like totally prepared for you. That you know what's going to happen next. I will say though, if we can have a GAW TV moment right here for a friend of GAW, the fact that Jeff Jarrett is in 2023 still crushing it, still being the Double J that we all know and love, killing it in the ring. My gosh, I just saw some social media stuff he was doing. Such an amazing, professional, polished, classy gentleman. My gosh, I'll start with Lisa. Aren't we so happy to see Jeff Jarrett thriving and living his best life?
Oh, Double J, Care Bear.
Yes, good old Double J. Good old Double J. You're always proud of people that are still doing it and kicking ass and representing us, you know, the veterans, and still showing, just like Mickie, still wrestling. And it's not even showing a sign of her age. So you're always like, from our generation, you're always proud of people that still are effing kicking ass, because I know I couldn't do it. I get blown up walking to the ring.
Me too. Even me, who loves to train, I'm like, he's such a jerk. Like, God, he's such a he emotes this sort of like, he evokes this hatred in you. And you're like, God, he's so annoying. He's so good at it.
That him, and especially too with Karen, the level of Karen that adds too. But it's just like, I think that he really embraces the whole, he's not trying to secretly get cheered or secretly get told how much you love him on social media. He wants you to hate him.
He's a real deal.
He doesn't care. He loves
He's
it.
succeeding. He's
Yeah.
You know what? I love him to death, but he's too convincing because I'm like, gosh, he's so you're just like, stop it. And Karen, with Karen by his side. Oh my God. I want to have her on GAW TV, but listen, that's a controversial guest, ladies and gentlemen, because she gets under the skin of fans like nobody's business. It's an art.
I love her.
Yeah,
it's her face. She's got the resting Karen face.
Resting Karen face. That's a hashtag.
RKF. It's not an RKO, it's an RKF.
It's an RKF.
She hits you with the RKF. Boom. And it's one of these. But Gabby, what do you think as far as what you're looking forward to for the London show? It's a big deal. People are anticipating it. The ticket sales are just going and going. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, I think just from the history of AEW and the way Tony Khan likes to book things, there's going to be a big surprise. I would guess. I think in a lot of big pay-per-views, something unexpected happens. There's either a return or maybe a new person showing up. Something is going to happen that you don't see coming. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
I'll try to get, just for our GAW TV fans here and our YouTube memberships, especially those that support us on this show. I'll try to get some clips for you guys while I'm there. I'll be with her with Fife TV. And honestly, I'm excited too, because again, some of these shows that are so big like that, like I went to Money in the Bank, like this is a huge show. It's going to make me remind myself like that I'm a wrestling fan. So it's going to be fun to be there. Yeah. Lisa and Mickie, what are you looking forward to for AEW? You're just excited for the whole experience?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Obviously there's not a whole lot of matches announced. Right. I'm excited to see what actually ends up happening on the show as a whole, because it's a big surprise, honestly. I'm excited, as I always am excited, for the women. I want to see the women showcased and see what they can do. And it's a big show. And I think it's important that the women get some time and be seen in an awesome space on the show, part of history. And I'm excited to hang out with you the night before, Val.
I know.
I'm so jealous.
That's what I'm most excited about. I know, Lisa. I wish you could be here.
I know, but I did
go to the drag queen bars with Mickie.
I know. Oh man. So I went to an AEW show here in San Diego, Gabby, and I went as a fan. Sarah Stock reached out to me, and I was like, she goes, well, come backstage. I go, well, I want to watch the show for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I sat on the second tier, and I was popping so big, as Lisa does. I'm one of the people that I'm really into it. The guy next to me goes, is this your first wrestling show?
Stop. That's so sweet.
That's amazing.
I know.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It was my first time.
I didn't even say who I was. I was just saying, I go, no, I just know how dangerous those moves. They look just so scary and stuff. And the moves they were doing, I was just like, yeah. And so I just wish I was watching it live. I'm more a person that likes the crowd interaction and watching it there, not having like sit at home and not like have someone to feed off of. You know what I mean? David's so new to wrestling that I'm like, oh my God, did you, he always asks me questions.
He doesn't sell when you sell.
No, and he was like the whole time talking to me at AEW. And he goes, which one's the bad guy? Which one are you supposed to cheer for? And I go, shh, don't say that out loud. I go, don't say, you got to watch. Come on, just watch. Don't ask me something super loud too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just wish I was
big mouth.
I wish you were here too.
Dude. Yeah. You're burying them right now.
Miracle. It is so much fun. Again, as I said, thank you to Wrestle Tours. We had such a great time at Mania. Hopefully we'll do it all again next year in Philadelphia with Wrestle Tours. But Gabby, final question for you. I want you to tell us before you go, if you don't mind, all about Women's Wrestling Army and what you can look forward to with that. Because a lot of people that are watching this show, hopefully they're watching, Impact, AEW, WWE. But if they're missing out on Women's Wrestling Army, can you tell us about it?
Sure. So Women's Wrestling Army is run by Maria Kanellis, which everyone knows, Bobby Cruz as well, who are absolutely crushing it with Ring of Honor, which you can also watch with AEW as well, which is amazing. By the way, Ring of Honor is awesome. I don't know if people have been watching, but it's really, really good. I got to actually see them when I was at Collision, so it was kind of nice to see them. I call her, Maria's like one of my moms. Like I call her like Mama Maria because she just makes me feel so great about myself, and she's always checking on me, and she's just the sweetest person ever. She's really taught me a lot. If you want to talk about, obviously you guys are great pillars for women's pro wrestling, but Maria also is very, very passionate about that. So I love to see what she's doing, and I love the way they do Women's Wrestling Army. There's a lot of women involved. You want to talk about some people doing big things. You have Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale, Deonna Purrazzo, some of like Kylan King as well, with who I love. And these girls are badasses, and it's just women having matches with other women. I'm the backstage interviewer, so I just give them a lot of shit and I get to interview them, and it's a lot of fun.
Yay.
You can watch episodes on YouTube right now, and hopefully we'll be filming some new stuff soon. Listen, it's all women from all different companies, all different talent, so it's interesting to get them all together. It's like an all-star show, in my opinion. You won't see this anywhere else besides this kind of platform. And as far as we've come for women's wrestling, I think it can always be improved, and I think there's always room for growth. And it's a great, great environment to be around, because everybody truly, truly picks each other up, wants to support each other. The locker room's amazing. All the girls are so sweet to each other. It's like a cool environment to be around. Yeah. I've never really been around something like that before. So I'm very proud to work with the Women's Wrestling Army. I think they're doing awesome things. So it's awesome. Like I said, you can watch it on YouTube.
For you, because you're so, we said to talk earlier about being a girl's girl. Like, you're such a feminist, championing other women. That's why we started the show, right, ladies? Like, we wanted this to be a female empowerment kind of show. So Women's Wrestling Army, of course, we're going to put all the description links below. But Lisa and Mickie, give us a final cheers for our lovely episode tonight, because Gabby, you've been amazing. We love you. We're so proud of all you do, not just for women's wrestling, but for wrestling in general. We're looking forward to AEW, and of course, we'll put all your links below. But ladies, let's have a final cheers.
Oh, my God. Cheers to Gabby. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. You are amazing.
Knowledge.
We absolutely, your knowledge is power. And thank you, Val here. Thank you for always being so positive too. And Mickie.
My God.
Thank you so much for giving us like all your opinions and stuff like that. And you're always welcome to be on our show. I love you girls to death. You guys know that. So
I love you too.
Kisses.
Bugs and kisses. Yeah, thank you, Gabby. I'm so happy to see your face. You look beautiful. You're glowing. I'm happy to see you smiling.
I miss you so much.
Yeah, I've missed your face a lot. But and you're so smart and you're so informed, and we really do appreciate, because this was our first like real like AEW type of show episode at all. And we thought, oh, this is really cool going in there. And I know you're so good at that, and you follow this so closely, because like you said, you kind of got into wrestling as that company was being born. So you like really watched it from the beginning as a beginning fan to now. So it's like, but yeah, I just love hanging out with you and your chartreuse shirt and your beautiful face and your curly New Jersey hair.
I love it. Jewel.
Gorgeous.
You are gorgeous. Let's all do a gorgeous so we can get a screenshot of this. Let's do gorgeous.
I'm going to have something coming very, very soon that's going to be super exciting. So people should definitely follow me on everything, because you're going to want to know about it. It's going to be good.
Is it juicy? Are we getting an exclusive? Juicy dropped a nugget.
It's just the nugget being dropped. It's always juicy, because I don't do things not juicy. I don't like anything dry. I want it extra juicy. I ask for extra thick. I like things extra juicy. I like extra sauce.
Yeah.
It's going to be extra everything. Extra
Give
sweet.
it to me.
Give it to me extra. I know guac
whatever
is
it
extra.
is, I want extra. As extra as me.
We are
extra AF.
Okay.
That's basically what it's, extra AF.
Yes.
That's a little hint that I'll give for it. And people that know me will know what that means.
Love that. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
I don't have anything else.
Oh my God.
This is the word to go, y'all. Go.